It's your decision, now you're fully grown. It doesn't matter what you plan to do. It only matters if you follow through. Something there is burning in front of you. The owner drops to his knees and starts to cry. I hope it was worth it. Hey folks, this is Johnny and welcome to another Home Studio Trainer Live, and I am so sorry I couldn't be with you Tuesday and Wednesday. It is just really hectic with both parents in the hospital now. It just doesn't stop. My mom is doing a little bit better. My dad, unfortunately, we're looking for a facility to put him in because he is not doing well. But I do want to say thank you for all of the emails, the messages, the private messages on Patreon. We have almost 20 people on Patreon. My goal is 30. The goal is 30 people over on Patreon. If I can get 40 people on Patreon, I will have officially crossed a little bit of a line in what I used to make in monetization for the channel, which I can't for a long time right now. I don't have enough views, but you guys helping out and all of your well wishes is also awesome. Yes, this is live. This is live. It is 3 minutes after the hour here. So it's here in the suburbs of Chicago. It's 3 minutes after 6. So wherever you are, it should be 3 minutes after right now. So there you go. All right, we've got 24 people here, and by popular demand, I actually had a couple of people ask me if I could do another open Q&A because they have a lot of questions, and I have those questions on my iPad here. Yes, and this bouncing light that you see here, every time I talk, check 1 2, check 1 2. Believe it or not, I got that off Facebook. It was one of those little Facebook ads, and it's like a little VU meter that responds to sound. And it looks really good on top of my Adamus Q. And, yes, I do have a co-host. Hold on, let me show you my co-host here. Should I show you my co-host? See if I can do this. Main video? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Classroom? Nope, that's also not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. I know. It's crazy. All right. Yeah, this isn't quite working out the way that I wanted to. There you go. So now, my co-host is the ever-popular Elvis the dog. Say hello, Elvis. He's just kind of sitting there. Now, Elvis is pretty much deaf, and so he doesn't respond to his name. He responds to claps and loud noises and things like that, and he is doing quite well. I got a lot of emails on that, too. Hey, how's the dog doing? And he just sits here while I'm doing my show and just listens. There we go. I don't know if I can get him to look at the camera. Let's see. Elvis! We call him Elvie. Because I had to deal with the name Elvis for so many times when I was younger with my dad. Okay, there we go. That is Elvis. Thank you for asking very much. Let's go back to the camera and chat. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at doing is answering questions about Studio 1.6, if you have them. Now, the other thing that I want to make sure that everybody knows is that I haven't given up on Studio 1.5. I have the entire playlist for the Studio 1.5 Beginner Series. It is back up and it is ready for everybody. Just go to hst-homestudiotrainer.com and look for the Studio 1.5 listing there in the menu, and you can click on it. I'll put a link up in a little bit. So that takes care of that. Also, if you are a Patreon member, you guys already know that I'm releasing videos over there that nobody on YouTube can watch. I've got some videos on Beatles songs that I want to review and kind of go through the mix and things like that. Some of my opinions on some of the editing that was done in the early Beatles stuff. I have a video coming out on that. So only if you're on Patreon can you actually see those videos, because I won't get any copyright strikes. Yay! There we go. All right, let's see. Kate Jones says, let's see, nothing but hound dog. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we got 30 people in here. I want to thank everybody for coming back in. Let's see. So the first question early on is from Sean Aaron. He says, I downloaded Notion Mobile this morning. Looks pretty sweet. I haven't even touched that just yet, so I'm going to have to check that out. Let me know what you think, Sean, and share it with the group. Let's see. Mark Holly says, on a Mac, which I am, which is good. Let's see. On a Mac, should we be running the VST or the AU? What is the first choice? I'd like to know always. Let's see. I'd like to now always be downloading and having so many options in the browser. Advice. Okay, so this is from Mark Holly. I have both. And sometimes what I notice is that the VST3 version runs a little bit better than the AU. Not always. So if you're downloading any third-party plugins and you have the option to install both, it's not a sin to install both. So please go ahead, install both, and go ahead and just test the AU version and then remove it and then test the VST3 version and see if you notice any difference. Most of the times you won't. But every once in a while, I notice a little bit of CPU usage improvement. So there we go. That was for Mark Holly. And looks like Kate Jones. Was it Kate Jones? No, Jacob is here. Good to see you, Jacob. He actually suggests, he says, I would recommend the VST3 over the AU. Okay, good. He says, that way you don't run into compatibility issues if you're going between Mac and PC. That's a really good point. Jacob. And I would pronounce your last name, but I don't want to butcher it. So, yeah, that's also good advice if you listen to Jacob. All right. Let's see. Sheila's saying hello to everybody. John Edgar has a question. He said, would you do a short demo on M-Voice? First few steps. Anything new to share? I don't have any new songs to share, but I can definitely make that my first demonstration for today. Let's actually fire up the demo. Hit the button. It's not even a button. It's just where two lines intersect. Can I call that a button? I suppose I can. All right, let's go to the classroom. Here we are. We are in Studio One, and this is my song. What song is this anyway? Hold on a second. You believe I forgot the title of my own song? Yeah, there it is. This is Burn. I always forget the name of the song. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to X out of it, and I don't want to save it because I don't want it to change. All right, so let's see here. If I open up a new song, I am going to go to my HST blank template. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a VST instrument. I'm going to bring in presence. And I've done this before for you guys. I'm aware of that. And did I open up the show page? I think I did. Yeah, this is the show page. What the heck am I doing? I'm not going to use M-Voice in the show page. Thought it looked kind of weird. New. Record and mix. There it is. Wait a minute, that's still the show page. What am I doing here? Hold on a second. Oh, John Clark says just became a member again. Awesome. Thank you, John Clark. Yeah, I'll put up the Patreon links and I'll also put up the donation link. I'm taking donations for a time while what the heck's happening with my Studio One here? for a time until I can properly monetize my videos again. And you guys have been awesome in helping me. Don't just ignore that. That's something I got going on. So I am going to go to new. So what am I missing here? User. So I'm going to record mix. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, so let's see. You guys ready? Let's go to instruments. Let's bring in presence. We got 40 people in here. Awesome. Good to see everybody. Going to go ahead and we're just going to do a quick little thing with M-Voice. I want to show you how quick it works too. Now, I haven't really tested it with Studio One 6, I don't think, so it'll be interesting to see how far we get. So let's go to the piano and let's go to my ballad piano. I got to get my pedal here. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and choose that, and... Oh, would you believe it? Now, see, this is a bug with the Studio Live Mixer and Studio One, and Studio One 6. So let me see if I have the proper output selected. Oh, and I don't. Okay, so this is not the bug. Wonder what happened. Something reset with Studio One, and I'm not quite sure what it is. All right. Oh, it's working. All right, no bugs. No bugs. All right, so let's see what I got here. Just going to do something quick. I'm not going to even do it to the grid. Are you ready? Record. I'm going to try it one more time. There we go. Just something simple. Yes, I'm writing a song. I have no idea what this is. I'm just making it up. All right, so now the thing that I can do here is if I just go to M-Voice, and like we were talking about, I usually use the M-Voice VST3. You can see I've got both here. And I use the AU sometimes just for the simple means to test it. All right, so now what I'm going to do here is I am going to create a MIDI track on this here. So I'm not going to record on here, but I'm going to record here. So now, there we go. All right, let me see if I can do this. You guys ready? Oh, it didn't record. Why didn't it record? Oh, because you know why? I didn't hit record. Let's try it again. And this is going to be the voice. All right, so now this MIDI track is going to be recorded into M-Voice. Now watch this. If I start it right here and I hit record and then play, those are the notes that I hit to make the melody. But I didn't record the melody in an instrument. I just had it triggering this piano so that I could hear the notes that I was hitting. All right, simple enough. Okay, so now I have this. So I can go to View, and I can say Editor Size. Let's go with the large. There we go. So now, if I play this back, you're just going to hear Keela saying la.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Okay, so now if I give this some na 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 na. If I see your face. I'm going to say I remember why. All right, let's see what that says for me. Ready?
If I see your face, I remember why.
Oh, wow, that sounded pretty good. I like the way that they got her voice really doing a little bit of tremolo up there.
If I see your face, I remember why. La 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 la.
All right, so here,
La 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 la.
I don't know just why. Don't know just why I feel this way. Now you see why I'm not singing. Here we go.
I don't know just why I feel this way.
So now, if I wanted to actually bring some vibrato into this, now it's a little tough with this program, but not too bad. So if I go like, okay, go like this, I can make some little vibrato steps here. I mean, there's got to be a better way to do this. I know that there is. I haven't gone to the manual for a while. So now it's going to be really wavy here, so I can move these down.
I don't know just why I feel this way.
Don't laugh at me. So let's just go ahead and give it a little bit more. Give it a little bit more. I don't know if I can copy these. See, I'm not really proficient with this yet. But maybe if I did this and said copy and then move the cursor. See, can I paste it? No, I guess I can't. So
I don't know just why I feel this way.
that sounds pretty good. All right, so now I can actually highlight these and bring these down a little bit so that they're not so... I think I have to hit Alt. There we go. Just like that. Perfect.
I don't know just why I feel this way.
All right, so yeah, is this the default voice? No, there is no default voice. It depends on what you download with it. So like this is Keela.
If I see your face, I remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
This is Lucy.
see your face, I remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
All right, and this is Jay.
If I see your face, I remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
La. All right, so Jay's voice sounds better in lower registers. So now here is Thomas. This is the what's the word I'm looking for? I'll just play it and let you guys see it.
If I see your face, I remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
Okay, so now each voice, I don't know why I can't remember what that word is. It's the vocoder. Jeez, God, I'm an idiot. So, like, if we go back to Keela, there's actually a couple of different voices. So here's a deep electro for Keela.
If I see your face, I remember why.
And there are other things. There is a Technologic. There we go, if you're into the Chipmunks. Let's see. There's hard tuning and loose tuning, and there's even a doubler.
If I see your face, I remember why.
Now for this, the doubler options are really good if you're going to be using the same voice to create harmonies. And then lastly, there is an alternate take.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know.
All right, let's see. So Rich, he says you should try sampling your own voice. No, it doesn't do that. My current voice isn't worth sampling. If I somehow had a vocal track from one of my older songs, maybe. But no, I wish I could. The voice for Jay, if you use it in lower registers, has some promise. I did do a song with Jay's voice. Let's see. So I suppose if I highlight all of these, can I move them down? I can. So if I go down an octave.
If I see your face,
Oh, there we go.
I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this.
Now that's the Keela voice down low. So if I go ahead back to Jay, it sounds a little bit better.
If I see your face, I remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
Just like that. So, you know, again, it's an AI voice. There are very few really convincing AI voices out there. These are pretty decent, I think. I think they are. You know, you could agree to disagree. So, one of the good examples that I like with the AI voices is the song that I did called Greed. And this one had a vocal track that I did, but I ended up only keeping the chorus. And I used Jay's voice to redo my lead, which sounded horrible. So for what it's worth, this is a fully produced version of Jay's voice in a final song.
Never a mistake, need for greed, and some that have just seemed to want much more. I want my share, more. I want my share.
Now, the chorus is all my voice, and I just thought that I needed to finish the song, and I know it's not my voice, but I've gotten used to it, and I was going to give this song to a friend of mine named Grady, and just before all that happened, both my parents got sick, and I haven't just had time to really knuckle down and get it done, but that's what it sounds like. Now, you can, obviously, if you put more effect on the lead vocal, and you bury it more in effects, you can actually get some pretty decent results.
Never take it for granted. Don't ignore the ones that need. Never a mistake, need for greed, and some that have just seemed to want much more.
So you guys can get an idea as if you are careful with it, it can really work for you, especially if you're not a singer and you want to create songs, you really don't know anybody who sings, or you want to create a basic track for someone to re-sing. It can work pretty doggone good. So let's see. Do we have any other questions? I think I got Bobby Booth. He said, is that the default voice? The answer is no, that's not the default voice. Let's see. Burlap Studios is asking... that's some good piano there. Oh, yeah, it's a nice piano sound. I love that piano sound. All right, we got 39 people in here, and we got 29 likes. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Every like is a good thing for me, and I do appreciate it. Let's see. As I go down the list, I'm just trying to see what the questions are. Peter Brooks, he says, make the voice into an audio track. Now, do you remember how to do it? I think so. Peter, testing my memory. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. Studio One. Okay, I don't care that it doesn't match. So let's see here. Gotta make it into an audio track. No idea what that is. Ooh, that's not good. Let's go back to Keela. Okay, so I can actually undo. Can I undo? There we go.
If I see your face, I'll remember what.
So I think that to render this, it's as simple as either taking a MIDI part that you've created or even just creating a bogus track. So let me actually go ahead and just do a Control B. Yep, there is the audio track.
If I see your face, I'll remember why.
And I also think that it works even if I delete this. But I make a blank audio track and do a Control B. And that is it. And I have to thank Peter Brooks for teaching me that trick.
If I see your face, I'll remember why.
There we go. Very cool. Thank you for that reminder, Peter. Much appreciated. Let's see. Kevin's guitar story says, have you tried converting a vocal into a MIDI and putting that into M-Voice? Yes, I have tried, and it doesn't work. It definitely doesn't work. So yes, I have tried. It comes close, but it's still weird. Still weird. It doesn't really work, I don't think. All right, let's see. We got Burlap Studios. Can you just make it a talking voice, like a voiceover or a commercial, sort of? No, you really can't. I mean, if you just have it talking in one, it just sounds like this, and it does. But it's definitely a singing voice, so there is no talking option. That's a good idea. John Edgar says, thanks much for the demo. We appreciate your creativity. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
If I see your face.
John Clark says, just drag it into a new track and it becomes an audio file. I don't think it works that way, but I could be wrong. So let's try it. Here's John Clark's idea. So if I go ahead and I'm just going to undo. So if I just drag this to here, yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, but it actually... okay, so let's do this. Let's create an audio track. Audio. Mono. No? Oh, I thought it almost did it.
If I see your...
No, but there's no audio here. Yeah, I don't think that works that way. There it is. Just like that. Let's see. Burlap Studio. Even it says just drag it onto an audio track. Nope, that didn't work. Shorty Beard is here. He says right click on the track and transform to real-time audio. Let's see if that works. So if I right click and I say transform to audio track, I don't think it's going to work that way. Oh, it does.
If I see your face.
Okay, so the cool thing about that is that I've still got the MIDI data there. So I can actually take that MIDI data out and put it onto another instrument track that has another voice on it, on M-Voice. Okay, so the transform works also. That's cool. Some kind of render? Yeah, there is no any kind of render, I think, like on the original. Although this is pretty cool. I didn't know transform would work. But yeah, there's no render option over here. Yeah. All right, so let's see. John Edgar to Burlap Studios. M-Voice 1 is a free VST plugin. The free version of the software is functional, although it comes with some limitations. Yeah, well, the voices aren't free. It comes with Lucy for free, but you only get you only get about 4 notes to be able to program. So it is not a free program. The voices are usually anywhere from $50 to $100. I think they're on sale right now. Should we check? Let's check. Let me see here. Ready? Let's go with... The full name of the program is M-Voice 1. All right. Let's explore. So here's the program. And you download the program for free. But the voices are, okay, Keela. Natural range, extended range, $79. Lucy is only $59. Jay and Thomas. So there you go. My favorites are Keela and Jay. Thomas is a vocoder voice, which is cool. But I really, the good thing is that having Jay's voice, saves me from having to use the Presonus vocoder and just have the voice there. So let's listen to Thomas and use, doubler A on Thomas's vocoder voice.
If I see your face, I remember why.
It actually reminds me of that song, one of the songs by the artist Goatee, doesn't it? But my favorite is Keela. voice. Very cool. All right, let's see, where are we at? John Clark says, drag the M voice track. You're dragging the wrong track. Okay, so I officially don't know what track you mean, John Clark. The M voice track, this is the M voice track. I can't drag anything from here into Studio One. I can't, I can't do that. So I'm not sure what you mean by the M voice track. This is the M voice track here. So you're going to have to be a little bit more. Remember, I'm a complete idiot. So you need to explain it to me like a 3-year-old. Because while I can teach well, I follow directions like a 3-year-old. Hi, Elvis. Elvis wants to get in my chair. M Voice is making more new voices and will be ready soon. Very good, Peter. I tried to get in with the M Voice people, but they expressed interest in my live stream, and I tried to make a deal with them for a sponsor, and they said no. Which is a shame because I give them a lot of press. Okay, so John Clark says, well, it works for me. I do it all the same time. Okay, so John, is this the track you want me to bring to an audio track? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create Elvis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an audio track. And you say that just dragging the M voice track to it will actually make the audio track. And it did. I don't know why it didn't work before. But I have to mute this one now. I have to turn off M voice. I have no idea why it worked that time. Okay, so now he says, don't make a track, just drag it down. Yeah, that didn't work. You have to, because if I just drag it down, it's going to make another MIDI track. So I have to at least have an audio track there, it looks like. Okay, so that works too. John Clark says, magic. I'm getting a weird thumping noise. Ah, so it's one of those tracks. It's from the turntable. Interesting. All right, very cool. We got 36 people and 33 likes. Thank you guys for coming in. All right, so Shorty Beard says, I called him Shorty Bread earlier. Sorry, Shorty Beard. Because S1 assumes that you want an instrument track when dragging MIDI track to an empty space. That's what I thought. If there is already an empty audio track, it will adjust automatically. That is correct. So John Clark says, I'd like to request them to make a deep rock voice with a bit of grit in it. Yeah, that would be cool. You figure if they could pull off Keela's voice the way they did.
If I see your face, I'll remember why.
Now, see, that's great because you can even hear the vocal release and the yodel a little bit at the end of the last word.
If I see your face, I'll remember why.
See, that's cool. I wish there was a way they could make the vibrato automatic because I really, really hate cutting up the track and doing all of that. It's a real pain in the butt. Real pain in the butt. So if I zoom in a bit. There we go. Wonder what a better way to do that would be. My dog really wants my attention here. All right, maybe the pencil. Does the pencil work better? Oh! Look at that. I don't know why it's... See, that worked for just a couple of blocks. Yeah, the resizing thing is really hokey.
Don't know just why I feel this way.
There you go. Oh, I got both tracks playing. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, John Clark says, what about if a vibrato effect after it becomes an audio file? Well, yeah, one of the things that I experimented with, was this here. So I could actually do that and delete all of that.
Don't know just why I feel this way.
So one of the things that I played around with was...
Don't know just why I feel this way.
I experimented with putting the X trim. And I tried to download this other thing that somebody recommended, and it didn't work on my computer, unfortunately. So if I go with PreSonus effects, and I go to the X trim, and I drag that in.
Don't know just why I feel this way. Don't know just why I feel this way.
See, you could actually kind of guide it.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way. La.
See, so you could actually automate that. So if I go in here and I say edit automation, and I put the automation on touch.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way. La.
So there we go. Now it's automated.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way. La.
There we go. So it's not really vibrato. It's tremolo, but it's an AI voice. What do you want? I think you could pull it off quite nicely. Let's put a little reverb on it. Actually, let's go watch this. So let's go with the Valhalla. And we're going to go with the VST3.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way. La.
Is that super cool or what? Let's try another vocal effect.
If I see your face.
You see, you could have way too much fun with this. So now if I added a compressor to her voice. Actually, I'm just going to make a simple compressor. The tri-comp? Yeah, there we go.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
What do you guys think? Kelly Tracy is here and asks Johnny, just wondering how many hours per day do you spend in the studio, including the live shows? It must be a lot. Well, before I had some sick family members, it was pretty much, I have a night job that goes from 9 o'clock at night till 5 in the morning. I usually go to bed at 5 in the morning after I punch out because it's from home, and I sleep till noon, and then pretty much from, I spend some time with the family upstairs and stuff, but pretty much from noon to 6, I'm in the studio. Yeah, my wife's good with it. She'd like me to be upstairs more, but, as long as the studio makes a little bit of money so we can do things, it's good.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
So I think that X-Trem and doing a little bit of the automation really adds a little bit of authenticity to it. Yes, I am a busy man, although I spend most of my afternoons now with each of my parents. So, because they're both in the hospital, and my dad is pretty far gone now. But I'm spending most of my time right now with my mom. So I'll be back in there tomorrow afternoon. So the time that I spend in the studio is usually at night on the weekends for right now. But I when I'm there with my mom, I have my laptop with me, and I do some stuff in Studio One, and I practice for some of these live streams. But be aware, I don't practice for all of these live streams. Yeah, exactly. All right, so Shorty Beard actually says it is sounding good. So yeah, one more time. Okay, Rebecca over on Wix, she wants to hear it one more time.
If I see your face, I'll remember why. I don't know just why I feel this way.
Oh, thank you for that, Sheila. I appreciate it. But there you go. There is another little demo on M-Voice, and it seems like every time I do want to go a little bit further with it. Like this time, I did a little bit more experimenting with the X-Trem to give us that vibrato. And I think that that's just a lot easier than trying to go into M-Voice and editing all of this stuff in there. I really do. All right, that's going to be it for me, folks. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I do appreciate it. Thank you for everything that you guys have helped me out with. So let me do something here. And let me go here. I want to give you guys the link to my new membership option over on Patreon. And if you would like to help me out, so far we have 19. Oh, we got 20. Somebody else checked in. Who just checked in? Hold on, I got to figure it out. Who just checked in? Looks like Eric Jones. Is that right? Today. Yes. Eric, Cosmic J, and John Clark just checked in and gave me 20. An even 20 patrons over on Patreon. You guys are awesome. My goal is 30. So now the more that I get, the more patrons that I get over on Patreon, even if you just do the $2, the more it's actually going to put towards what I've lost with the old channel. So here is a link to the Patreon page if you guys are interested in becoming a patron over on Patreon. And last but not least, here is a link. If you don't want to do the monthly thing, please go to this link and give a little donation over there on PayPal. So there you go. There you go. So you got a couple of different ways to do it. If you can't, you can't. I get it. If all you can do is hit the like button on the videos, please do it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do it. I appreciate it. Anything that you can do. I know that everybody's hurting these days, and I totally get it. But you guys have really come through for me to help rebuild the channel. It's going to take me a while to rebuild it. And right now I've got 1,640 subscribers to my YouTube page, which doesn't actually make me any income at this point, but it does help me with getting more view hours so I can finally monetize my videos again. There's over 200 videos up on there now. There's the Faderport series. There's the Atom series, Faderport 8 series, as well as the live streams are all in a playlist right now. And then the 41 videos for the Studio 1.5 Beginner Series. Now, for those of you that are using Studio 1.6 and you're like, hey, Johnny, where are your Studio 1.6 videos? I am desperately working to get those all put together. But you can watch the Studio 1.5 video series to help you get on with just the beginner part of it. And the Johnny Lipsham's got a bunch of videos for Studio 1.6. I will eventually get my own up there. And at first I was thinking, well, with everybody else doing Studio 1.6 videos, why should I do them? Am I just oversaturating? But everybody says, everybody who is a member here says, I like the way that you teach. So, if you could actually, go ahead and do your own series. And I appreciate that. So that's cool. So that's my goal. All right. What about the regular super chats? Yeah, they're not going to work for me for a long time. I wish they could. The super chats, I've got to have, I think I've got to have 5,000 subscribers, and I've got to have over 10,000 viewing hours. And right now, in order to remonetize my videos, I need 4,000 viewing hours. Right now, I've got 600. So it's going to take a while for me to rebuild the channel the way it was. But the cool part is, with 20,000 members and only a couple thousand active at the time, at least this time I'm going to get an active count on exactly how many people are interested in what I do. So if I only end up with 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, well, at least then I know that everybody is there because they want to be. Some of the people that were on my other channel were there because I was the only one doing Studio One videos at the time. That was 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So I tell myself that so I don't get too upset about losing the channel. So I hope you guys understand that. George Mateo says, do you still have the Atom holders? I don't. I don't have any more of them, and I stopped having them made. They became too costly to make, and the person making them wasn't available that often. He's got his own things going on in his life, very similar to mine, and we just weren't getting out enough of them. So I do apologize for that. I am working on... Ooh, I just scratched myself. I am working on ways to make wooden ones. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, very cool. That's going to be it for me. We're ending the show with 32 people in here and 39 likes. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. We had, let's see, what did we have at one point? We had 40 at one point. Excellent. So if you follow those two links, You've got the Patreon if you want to help on a monthly basis. You got the PayPal if you just want to do a one-time deal, or maybe every couple of months, or whatever you guys want to do. I do appreciate it. Rich Wrestler says, I can't believe YouTube won't give you a break because of what happened. Well, you know what? I stopped communicating with, it's not YouTube, it's Google. Google just can't, they tell me they can't do anything because the hack was deep. It removed all of my content and it totally spoiled an email address that I used to use. And what sucks is that the email address was linked to a whole bunch of personal stuff that I have to figure out how to change. John Clark says he'll buy the wooden one. Okay. All right. Let me finish that up with everything else on my list. And I will let you guys know for sure. These are going to be my last few words. Bye-bye.
Because you are an HST subscriber, you are automatically part of our Advantage program, enabling you to score great deals on Personas gear from Alps Media.